What people need to understand is that in Dubai, communities are very important. We're not going into the middle of nowhere just to visit a building. People aren't going to the middle of nowhere to see, let's say, a prestige development by who knows who. No, they go to Dubai Marina, they go to downtown, they go to Palm Jumeirah, they go to Damak Hills, okay? Damak Hills is further out in the desert, but people go there because there's a Gulf estate, there's a community. When you visit a place in Dubai, you're visiting a community, and that translates directly to liquidity when you're reselling. That's why going for developers that are either integrating themselves into an established community or actively improving their own community is always the better choice. Now, of course, with those communities, premium views, whether it's a water view or park view, or an iconic view such as Burj Khalifa, Burj Al Arab, or any other landmark, will always appreciate more in terms of capital appreciation. I love the example of Emaar Beach from the side-facing Palm Jumeirah, appreciated by about 20 to 25% more than the side-facing marina, even for the exact same size, same floor and identical apartment. So yes, there is a clear advantage here, but you also need to understand that if you're focused on ROI, though it also applies a bit to long-term, the view doesn't matter as much as location and convenience. As long as you're close to the metro, a shopping center, or key amenities, you can achieve strong returns. In fact, the lower purchase price of a unit without a premium view can give you a higher ROI because you'll rent it at a lower rate than those premium apartments, but percentage-wise, your yield will be higher. So you shouldn't be discouraged if you can't get the perfect water view. You should be looking at all the options available. Now, what is the process of actually investing in Dubai? We work with hundreds of different projects and developers. Of course, there's a top tier, so that limits the list a bit. But keep in mind that we, especially as off-plan and investment specialists, work across all areas of Dubai. Before I can send you options, I need to understand a few things. What your budget is, whether the purpose is rental, resale, or living, and what your priorities are. Many people reach out after seeing our videos, campaigns, or through word of mouth, but before I present an option, I need that basic information. That way, with all our knowledge of all the areas and our experience in matching buyers to the right projects, I can pinpoint exactly where and what will be the best fit for you. Another key thing to understand when investing in Dubai is timing. This market moves in cycles, and if you know when and how to enter, you can position yourself for the best possible gains. In many cases, the highest returns happen at the launch phase of a project. This is when prices are at their lowest and demand hasn't yet peaked. If you secure a unit at this stage, especially in a high demand community or from a reputable developer, you're already building in capital appreciation before the first handover ever happens. But timing isn't just about buying early, it's also about choosing the right moment for your exit. In some situations, reselling a property before handover can be more profitable than waiting, especially if there's been a strong wave of demand during construction. Other times, holding through handover and benefiting from rental income makes more sense. That's where working with someone who tracks both developer launch schedules and market sentiment is so important. It's not just about finding a property, it's about aligning your purchase with the stage of the market that matches your strategy. And here's something a bit more personal. As a broker, I work internationally with investors all over the world. That means we don't just rely on traditional portals in Dubai to resell units. We have our own portfolio of clients, buyers and sellers that we actively work with. And that network itself creates its own market demand for units. After more than 5 years in this market, we've built long-term relationships with our clients. We take care of them well after the initial transaction, which means when it comes to resale or even rentals, we already have a pool of qualified ready investors. That makes a huge difference for liquidity and for securing deals that work in our clients' favor. Ultimately, buying a property in Dubai isn't just about picking a unit, it's about choosing the right community, understanding the value of location and views, aligning your purchase with market timing, and working with someone who already has a network and strategy to keep your asset moving in the right direction. Thank you.